Hi everyone, Miss Ashley here. I am here today to tell you about today's teen craft kit. We are making some wooden arrow signs. So inside your kit, you're going to find a few things. You're going to find, of course, your arrow sign. It's got the nice wire hanger that you might have to bend and play with when you get to the very end, just to make it hang the way we'd like it to. Okay, you're also going to find, yes, your vinyl stencil. So I chose Mischief Managed from our favorite series here, Harry Potter. You are going to be peeling this apart and using this to create your sign. Okay, so that will be in your kit as well. You are going to find some kind of paint. I've chosen brown for today, and some kind of glitter. It'll be in there whether you choose to use it or not, totally up to you. And you're also going to find either a makeup sponge or a foam paintbrush. Not sure which one's gonna work the best for us, so I will find out while we're filming our video and then put what I think is the best inside your kit. So you'll either have one or the other. Now, things you need from home. You're probably going to need something to kind of maintain your mess, either wipes or washcloth, soap, water, some kind of spray, whatever you want to clean up your paint in case you make a spill. You're also going to want to grab something library card-ish to work on your stencil as we apply that to your sign. Now, if you're really fond of your library card, I happen to have an old one here that no longer works that I am using. If you're really fond of your card, don't use your library card just in case you happen to get paint on it. Otherwise, look for an old store card or something kind of shaped like this that you can use. You can also use your fingernails. It just takes a little bit longer, okay? You're also going to want to grab something to contain the glitter, should you choose to use that. You can try to do this over a garbage can, but I have found over the years that it's actually easier to grab a baking dish of some kind. Trust me, we don't want to make any parents mad. They'll thank me for this later. Okay, but I'm going to set that aside. We don't need that quite yet. Okay, so let's get started here with your stencil. Now, I have done a bunch of the work for you ahead of time. You're going to start by peeling the backing off of your stencil. So I would suggest, based on the font that I use, my gut is telling me to start at the top of the M, that top corner. You're going to want to peel this apart diagonally. Now, the goal is to get the black letters to stick to the clear contact paper, so we'll see how well I did. So you're going to kind of fold over a corner that tends to work the best. Peel that contact paper apart, and as you start going, you're going to see your letters stick to that clear paper. That's the perfect part, that's the goal. Now watch the dots on your eye. If they don't stick to the contact paper, you're gonna wanna back up and try to stick them with your fingernail. I'm hoping that I did enough work to get everything to stick for you, so you shouldn't run into any trouble, but just in case you do. Ooh, look like it's cooperating really well. Oh, my F didn't want to go. Watch your F, apparently. Okay, I'm starting the word managed, making sure I go diagonally. Oh, this is going great. Oh! Of course, I get almost to the end on the E and it doesn't want to go, but that's okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to just kind of peel it apart. Make sure you peel that letter off with your fingernail and stick it right to that contact paper, and it should start to cooperate for you. Ha-ha! Yes, that wasn't so bad. So your scrap here, you can set that aside, don't need it anymore. This is what you want to see. Okay? So you're going to take this down, you're going to put it on top of that sign, and before you really lay it down, you're going to kind of want to center your words. Now, don't concentrate so much on that contact paper. Look at your words and make sure they're where you want them. That's the hard part for me. I think that looks okay. Yeah, we're gonna go to the right just a little bit. Maybe. Best part about your vinyl, it is removable. It's not going to stay, so should you find before you paint that you don't quite like where your letters ended up, you can pick that contact paper up and try again. Okay, so I've got mine where I want them. Now you're going to use your hands to kind of smooth it down first. And then this is where you're going to need that library card or your fingernail. Okay, so you're going to use your library card and kind of run it across all of those black letters. You want them to stick to the wood. Okay, if you're using your fingernail, you're just going to do the same thing. You're kind of almost going to scratch at that black letter. You want it to stay as well as you can. Okay. I'm working diagonally from one corner of the letters to start. There we go. And then I'm going to kind of change directions and approach it from the other angle as well, just in hopes that I get all of those letters stuck. Yeah, I'm gonna go from the bottom too. Why not? I'm a little nervous that it's not gonna stick down. It's supposed to. Okay. Think I've got it. Now, if you don't, I've done this a few times now. I've had a little bit of practice. Not much, but just a little. So if you don't have this step done yet, don't rush. Definitely pause your video and pick it back up when you're ready, okay? So, when you're ready to remove the contact paper, you set your card or whatever you were using aside. I'm going to start at a corner again. Grab that contact paper, but this time you want the letters to stay on the wood. Okay, so I'm starting from a corner. I don't know how well you can see, but that's my contact paper. And those black letters are staying right on the wood. That's exactly what we want. Okay. Oh, go nice and slow. My G did not want to stay. There it goes. Use your fingernails if you need to. Oops. You can kind of almost attack it from another angle too if you need to as well. That sometimes will work. Oh goodness. Now whatever you do, don't make the mistake I've made before and peel up while you're looking in the other direction, because you might lose a letter and forget to get it back. I've done that. Goodness. It does not want to stick. There we go. Come on, you. Up. Okay. So if one of your letters comes completely up, it's perfectly okay. You're gonna just, as gently as you can, stick it back down, and then when you get it where you want it, scratch it and scrape it and push it real hard against that wood. Okay, so I have one word down. Ooh, definitely watch the dots of your eyes. Make sure they don't go missing on you. Done that as well. There we go. Goodness, this is a tough one, guys. It's not wanting to stay on that wood, but it will. Just gotta work slowly. Okay. Whoops. There goes the dot of my letter when I wasn't paying attention. See? There we go. there's that contact paper. That's exactly what we want. That's a scrap. You can now throw that away. Okay. There we have it. Now, I guess you could stop here if you really wanted to. Totally up to you, but I would like to get some painting done. Now, before we go any further though, I am gonna double check that all my letters are stuck, because where your letters are is going to stay the color of the wood. Eventually, once we paint around them, we're going to peel them up once it's dry. So you really want to make sure that your whole word shows. So make sure those letters are stuck down pretty good. Okay, I'm just running my old library card across all of my letters one more time. Hopefully you've got a color of paint that you approve of in your kit. When we get back to in-person programming, whenever that happens to be, we'll definitely be able to customize a little bit more and you'll be able to get exactly what you're hoping for. But for now, we're gonna have to make do. Now, the goal is, if you're going to use glitter, that is to paint rather quickly and then get that glitter stuck to the paint while it's still wet. That's what I'm hoping for. So, let's get painting. Now before you go, make sure you cover every edge of your letters, and I'll kind of show you what I mean. That way you get that full letter when you peel up your vinyl. Okay, I'm gonna try my sponge brush first, and if that doesn't quite give me the effect that I'm looking for, I'm going to switch to our makeup sponge. Okay. I'm putting the paint on kind of thick, just because I want to make sure I have enough for my glitter to stick. Okay, and as you go, you can kind of start to see the edges of your vinyl letters, which is good. That way you can kind of make sure you've got all of those edges completely covered. Ah, it started to dry on me. That was fast. Whoop, I missed that spot on the D. Okay, I think I got them all. I don't know, I kind of like how this paintbrush is turning out. So I think we're gonna stick with the foam brushes. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if I can get this glitter to stick. I don't want to end up wearing it here. Make sure you've got your container close by, and you're just going to shake that glitter all over, and hopefully, yeah, that was perfect. Giving you enough. Okay, let's see. Would have made a total mess. That worked out well. Okay. Oh yeah, we're still raining glitter over here. So this is what I've got right now. It doesn't quite look like much, but once we let this completely dry and we start to peel up those letters, hopefully I can kind of see them. That might be the tough part. Uh-oh. We'll see how that goes. We'll peel up the letters in a bit. For now, I'm going to let mine dry for quite a few hours, just because I have pulled up the vinyl too early before and taken all the paint with me. So definitely give your letters and your paint some time to dry, and I'll come back and we'll see if we can get these letters peeled up. And if not, you will learn from my mistake. Talk to you soon. See you in a bit. Hi everyone, back at my project here. I've let this dry for a couple hours now, and I did discover as I was going and peeking at it as it was drying, that I could brush some of the glitter off. I ended up with way too much. It is hard to see my letters. So, word to the wise, when you put your glitter on yours, if you choose to, don't put as much as I put on. The other thing you can do too is maybe paint the tip of your arrow and put your glitter there, or paint the back end here. Do any other design that you want. That's always an option as well. So when you're ready to remove your letters, I'm going to use our X-Acto knives because it is tough to see them. I do have one here though. Yes. Okay. So at least you'll get an idea of what it's supposed to look like. So there's part of my E. So as we go through, it's going to take me a while to pick mine out, but I'll show you a shot of the finished product too, by the way. But you'll see the better that you covered your letters, at least with the paint, the better that they're going to stand out. So I will come back to you as soon as I'm ready. I'm going to pause the video for now and I will show you my finished product. So I'll see you soon. Okay, so in the grand scheme of things, it didn't quite take me nearly as long as I thought it was going to, but it was still tough. So, hard craft project for today. Not quite as easy as I thought it was going to be, but I still had a lot of fun, and I'm happy with the way mine came out. Now, an X-Acto knife was my friend for peeling off the vinyl, so if you've got one at home, it might be helpful to grab one out if you're struggling. But I guess I kind of want a drum roll here. Final product. Mischief managed. So I'm going to display this here at my desk here at the library. You can check it out hopefully when we open up sometime at some point back in person, and check it out when you come see us. So here's today's project, and I hope you liked it and I hope you had fun, even though the vinyl can sometimes be tough. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.